Okay, I hope I'm live now. Hi guys. Hello to all my viewers. Okay, so let me chat. Say hello to all. Greetings from New Zealand. Kia ora. Okay, let me set up. Just drop your comments, guys. Okay. So today, I think 2 days ago, I also had my live broadcast, and in that live stream, I covered part 1 questions. So today I'm gonna cover cue card, if you prefer that. Okay, let me know. I'm gonna think of what topic for a cue card. So you can suggest, you can drop your comments, suggest whatever you like, which topic. But in the meantime, I'm gonna look for the topics. Okay, here we go. So I have one here. Talk about your favorite outdoor activity. Okay, so if you know, cue card, this is part 2 of your speaking test. And when you are in front of your examiner, if it's your cue card, you have to speak 2 minutes nonstop. But before that, your examiner will give you 1 minute to prepare, and then he'll give you, or she'll give you, a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, so that you can write something, or you can write some notes. And there are not much you can write, actually, because that's only 1 minute. When I had mine, I could only write, I think, a few words, not too many. So if, for example, if you, well, for example, you have to describe something, usually in the bullet points, the first thing that you have to talk about is what is it. If it's about a friend, what's his name? And for example, how did you become friends, or what are the things you have in common with that friend, and explain why you like that friend, something like that. But today we're going to talk about favorite activity, outdoor activity, not just an activity, but outdoor activity. It's hard because to me, I like those indoor activities. Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna start. It would be hard for me to time, but I'll just kind of like maybe calculated in my head. So talk about your favorite outdoor activities, or talk about your favorite outdoor activity. And then you should say what activity is that, where do you do it, how often do you do it, and describe why do you like this activity. All right, timer. Oh no, I have to use my 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna use my, but the thing is, if I use my 1 minute, I'll be quiet. All right, so let's say I use my 1 minute and I write something, what kind of activity, maybe I'll say walking, outdoor activity. And then, so that's the first bullet point. And then where do you do it? So where maybe I say like along the canal. And then the next bullet point, how often do you do it? So in that bullet point, I'll just write maybe like twice a week. So in that way, you don't have to, some students, they think that they have to write also what they're going to say, but no, you can't do that because you have only like 1 minute, and 1 minute really goes very fast. Okay, so now how often do you do it? Twice a week. And then describe why do you like to do it. So describe maybe like it's good for health, or I enjoy it, something like that. Okay, so now let me start. So the time now is 11:59, so that means I'll finish 12:01, or around, let's say 12, 2 minutes past 12. All right, here we go. Um, Over the years, I've been changing different kinds of favorite outdoor activities. But this one that I'm going to talk about, this is really something that I've been, I feel like I love to do it no matter what. So this is going out to have my, regular walking exercise. And then I do it along the Rideau Canal. So I live in Ottawa, Canada. That's the nation's capital. And this is Rideau Canal. It's historic. So if you want to Google it, you will see there are some interesting things about the Rideau Canal. So the location of this Rideau Canal is close to the Parliament Hill. And Ottawa is the capital city of Canada. And that means like you'll find the Parliament Hill, which is the home of the federal government of Canada. And the Rideau Canal is just right there. So there is a bike path, and that bike path, the bikers and the pedestrians share that path and enjoy like if it's a good weather, if it's summer, if it's winter, no, if it's summer, usually the nice season that you do your exercise there, whether it's biking or walking or jogging or running. Usually it's the autumn season because you'll see different colors of the leaves falling to the ground. That's very exciting. Anyway, so that's where I do my walking most of the time. Although I also do my walking sometimes just, around downtown Ottawa. And now, how often do I do it? I do it like if I could do it every day, that's really great. I make it a goal to do it every day, but no, I can't because of my busy schedule. So let's say the average is twice a week, and I'm happy if I can do it twice a week, like consistently. Anyways, what time is it? Okay, I'll just continue for the last one. Describe why do you like this activity? I like this activity because it's a sort of exercise for me. Health benefits, and it's relaxing. It would energize me. It would refresh me when I like it's like taking a break from a busy schedule. So yeah, that's why I really like this kind of activity. Okay, guys, so that's about it. Now, how do you do it if you you will get this kind of question or this cue card? Let me know in the comment if you like, because I think I won't stay too long and I don't have any expressions. Well, I think of something. Maybe I have something I can share with you guys. But in the meantime, so hold on. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. I don't know. I kind of like. All right. All right. I'm still live. Am I? Okay. Let me check if I can share something with you. Okay. So, like I said, just drop your comments if you have any questions. Oh, okay. So let's talk about synonyms because this is very important when you are speaking. You don't wanna like from your part one and then part two and then part three, you don't wanna use the same word in your whole, like, for example, if you wanna say start. So it's good to use synonyms. You don't, it's not a good, it's not good to listen uh, to someone speaking and using the same word over and over again, although that's really the word that he needs to um to use to convey um his ideas, right? So let's say, for example, start. You don't have to say start. Uh, I start to doubt. I I'm starting, or something like that. You can also use, instead of start, you can say a begin, or what else? Okay, I commence, initiate, but commence and initiate, it's not likely that I use those words except if it's really something um deep, or, well, I don't know. It's when it's like just a casual talking, it's really weird to use commence or initiate. Well, initiate is okay, but begin, start, initiate, those are the words that you can use or switch back and forth if you mean the same thing. And another synonyms, okay, let's say show. So I want to show you something. I wanted to show my friend this and this and that. Oh, And then you use that word, the same word, when you speak, when you have questions, for example, in your part 1 questions, and then you have your cue card, you have your part 3 questions, and you keep saying show. So instead of using the same word, you can say also illustrate or demonstrate or display or something like that. So here, illustrate, demonstrate, display. Yeah, that's correct. And the third word, go through. So I've gone through this difficult time in my life and this and that. So instead of keep using go through, or you can vary also the tenses. So instead of just I go through, you can say I've gone through. So there's like a slight difference. It's not like very boring to hear, like you hear the same word or phrase this over and over again. So instead of saying go through, you can say also like I undergo, um, I've undergone or something like that. Um, I experienced this thing. So yeah, those undergo, experience, go through. There are really words that you can, use. You can switch back and forth. You can use uh, this one, like in this part, you can use go through, and then the next, let's say part 2, you can use instead of go through, you will say experience or something. So last one. Last one, which one I would, okay, the word happy. All right. So let's say in your partner, oh, I was happy because my family, this and that. And then in your part 2, you also need to use the word happy. And instead of using that word, you can say, oh, I was glad. So happy, glad, they're usually when I, for example, when I text someone and I don't I don't want I don't want to repeat the same word. Let's say happy, I would say glad, and then another word for that, it was like, oh, I was so delighted to see you today or yesterday, something like that. So happy, glad, delighted. You can use what else? Let me see. Cheerful. I was, well, depending on the context of your, so the synonym also of happy is joyful, um, cheerful. So yeah, you have to be also correct grammar. You have to use it correctly, grammatically correct. So yeah, like I said, I would say like, oh, I was so delighted. Oh, I was glad. Oh, I was so happy to see you. Something like that. I won't say like I was cheerful because it's like it has a different meaning in that sense. Uh, so I think that's maybe about it. Okay, guys. So Actually, I want to stay, even though I don't have anything to say anymore. Let me check. Maybe I still have other things I can share with you. So just bear with me. Okay, expressions, guys. So it says that basic English, advanced English. So if you use these expressions instead of the other expression, meaning you are using advanced English, but they're not really something that it's not something uncommon because many people are actually using already. It's pretty common to hear from people when they speak. So, for example, when you say, I don't know, um, like I said, it's nice to hear when you also vary your, instead of saying I don't know all the time, you can say also I have no idea or I have no clue. So, okay, next is I'm listening to you. You have my full attention. That's also something you can use. I don't understand. I don't understand. So instead of, well, you can use and I don't understand, but if you feel like you're gonna use that same, you're gonna talk about something like that again. So instead of saying I don't understand, you can say like I can't make sense of it. There are other expressions like wrap around my I cannot wrap my head around it, something like that. I don't use that because it's kind of unnatural to me. But if I practice using that, same with you guys, if you practice speaking English, practice those expressions, not, and then when you feel like you're more comfortable using it, then use it during your when you have your test. But if you feel like it's kind of awkward because you're not used to using that expression, so just don't use it. When you say like, okay, so I don't understand, I can't make there's another, okay, I can make sense of it. There's another one that I hear that they use like, I can't make out what you are saying or something like that. So that means also I don't understand what you're saying, or because maybe like there is a background noise. So that's, or let's say you are on the phone and your voice is breaking up. So you say like, oh, sorry, I can't make out what you're saying. So that's how you say it. And then I'm not sure, I'm uncertain, it's unclear to me. So it's unclear to me is more natural, but saying I'm I'm uncertain, and I would never use that. But if you practice and you feel comfortable using it and it comes out naturally when you speak, so yeah, go for it. Next one. That's easy. That's easy. Like that's a piece of cake, or yeah, it says that's a piece of cake. That's easy. Another one, I'm going to sleep. I'm hitting the sack. Yeah, many people use I'm hitting the sack, but it's hard to understand for some who haven't really heard that expression. And yeah, you can use that, but if you're not, but you have to practice if that's not the expression that you are used to, um, like you're not used to that, so it's better to really practice using it so that you are more comfortable. Okay, now I'm leaving now. So this one also, the other expression I like, it's I'm heading out. This expression, I'm heading out, I like, I I I'm already comfortable using it. So, oh, I'm heading out. Let's say, for example, I'm meeting someone, and I would say like, okay, I'm heading out now. Yeah. I agree with you. I'm on the same page. I'm very surprised. I'm taken aback. I don't, yeah, this expression I don't recommend, but if that's your expression, that well, good for you. Because to me, I'm taken aback. It's not natural for me. Okay, so like I'm surprised. When I say, when I want to vary my expression, instead of, for example, if I already used I'm so surprised, the next thing I would say is like I was shocked, something like that. I was shocked is more like intense, or feel more intense. It's like when you say I'm surprised, it's just not that strong. But when you say I'm shocked, it's kind of strong. But depends on the context of your hello there, context of your conversation. I have to use my glasses because I can't see your name. Chinmai. Hello, Chinmai. Chinmai, is that your, did I pronounce your name correctly? Let me know which name do you want me to call you, okay? Hello, how are you there? I need my okay, that's good, Jinmai. So how are you? Where are you watching from? Oh, I see. Okay, actually, I have friends in India too, from Canada. They stay in India for a bit and then go back to Canada and then back to India. Yeah, they just go back and forth. Are you preparing for IELTS, Chinmai? So I'll continue. I think this is now the last expression. I'll think about it. I like the expression, the other expression, I'll give it a thought. I'll give it, I'll, obviously I'm not used to using this. I'll give it I'll give it some thought. I like that expression, and I try to use that like so that I don't have to use the same expression. Like I'll think about it. I'll think about it is good. But if you want to use another expression, you can say, I'll give it some thought. Oh, okay. What do you mean? Okay, you are preparing for IELTS and you started a week ago. So is that your first time in case if you take your test, is it gonna be your first test? So okay, okay. So how do you do in your preparation? Do you do like because there are four modules, right? You have listening, you have writing, you have reading, and speaking. So, how do you do it? Do you do it like, okay, this week I'll focus on listening, and then and then next week I'll I'll study, I'll practice the reading module, and then next week, I'll also practice or concentrate on writing and then speaking. So how do you do it? Do you? Oh, okay. So you have actually joined a class. That's really good because it's very important. I know for some, it's they just like study or like kind of collect information from the internet about IELTS, how to do it, how to take the test, and depending on which score they need um, in their whatever they apply for, if they apply for university or if they apply for whatever. So depending on the score, they can pass, but most of the time, it's really good to give yourself time to prepare, and then that includes finding a good coach for your preparation, someone who can tell you um, you know, a good way to study and a good way, um, systematic way of preparing. Because sometimes it's if you are not experienced, um, you don't know how to do the preparation systematically. But if you have a coach, if you have a teacher, that teacher is experienced, hopefully, to to train you or to teach you how to go about it. Okay, let me read your comments. I do self-study. Also, I study wording given by my teacher. That's good. I would like to chat with you more. Is it possible we can comment on any app? Okay, Chinmay, you can find my contact on from one of my videos. You can find in the description. This one, I don't have the description yet, but I will do it after. But if you check my other videos, you will find the description below, and then at the bottom, you will see my contact, okay? Okay, hold on. Okay, your teacher has 18 years of experience. That's really good. Yeah, that's good. I think you got the best. And good, it's a good call for you to, you know. Yeah, okay. Chinmai, so thank you so much for joining me. And if you can find my contact, then try to contact me and then we can go from there. Okay, so now I'm signing out too. All right. Bye and bye to my viewers. Bye, Chinmai. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.